Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our lecture number 17. The title is The Weighted Average Cost of Capital, which is abbreviated as WACC. The weighted average cost of capital is the weighted average of different rates paid by a company on all its long-term securities and loans to finance its assets. How it is calculated? To show this, here is an example. The financial structure of a company consists of 12 million rupees 5 par shares with a market value of rupees 5.25 and whose cost is 8%. Number 2, 2.5 million preference shares of rupees 2 whose market value is rupees 2 and paisa 10 per share and a cost is 4%. 0.3 million bonds of rupees 100 par with a market value of rupees 105 whose before tax cost is 5%. A bank loan of rupees 5.25 million with before tax cost 6%. If the corporate tax is 20%, find the weighted average cost of capital. This example can be solved by two methods. Method number 1, these are the columns. Sources of finance are given in the question. 63 million ordinary shares, 5.25 million preference share, 31.50 bonds and 5.25 million bank loan. First of all, we will total this. Total comes to 105 million. Then we will calculate the proportions of resources. How to calculate it? 63 over 105. This comes to 0.6. Then 5.25 over this total 105. It comes to 0.05. Then 31.5 million over 105. This total is equal to 31 point. It is equal to 0.3. And then 5.25 over 105, this comes to 0.05. When we total it, it must be equal to 1. 0, 7, 3, which is equal to 1. It means our calculations are correct. Then the cost are given. Cost of ordinary shares is 8%, 0.8. The cost of preference share is 4%, 0.04. But the cost of bonds is given 5% and the tax rate is given 20%. After tax cost is calculated here in this way and it is equal to 4%. I have marked this part, then how we have calculated this. Then after tax cost of bank loan, it is given in the example 6%, but after tax it comes to 4.8%, 0.048. Now we have to calculate the market value into cost. This is the market value, proportional market value, proportional of you can say proportional market value, proportional market value into cost. This is the proportional market value, When we multiply these, this comes to 0.048 and this comes to 0.002 and this comes to 0.012 and this is equal to 0.0. When we total it, it is equal to 0.0644. 8 plus 2, 10, this is 4, then 8 plus 2, 10 and 14, 5 and 6. Weighted average cost of capital is equal to 6.44%. I may repeat this, that in the question these are given the market values. Ordinary shares are 63 million, preference share are 5.25 million, bonds are 31.50 million, bank loan is 5.25. Now we must total it. To calculate the weighted average cost of capital, first of all we will total it. Then we will calculate the proportion of sources. Proportions of sources. 63 divided by the total. 5.25 divided by 105. 31.5 divided by this and 5.25 divided by 105. This comes to 0.6, this comes to 0.05, 0.30, 0.05. This total must be equal to 1. For the correctness of calculations, it must be equal to 1. Now the cost is given 8% for the ordinary shares and 4% for the preference shares and 5% for the bonds. But in case of bond and loan, we must use the after tax bond because there is a tax deduction or tax relief in case of bonds and bank loan. As the 20% rate of tax is, so we have calculated this comes to 4% and this comes to 4.8%. In case of shares, there is no tax relief. In case of bonds and bank, there is a tax relief. Therefore, instead of 5%, it will be 4, and instead of 6%, it will be 4.8. This is given, this comes from this, and this comes from it. For calculating the weighted average cost of capital, we must multiply these. When we multiplied these, we have these figures and the total is 6.44%. Now the method number 2. For the same question, we will solve the same question. Sources of finance, ordinary shares, preference share, bonds, same figures, 63 ordinary shares, 5.25 million preference share, 31.50 bonds and bank loan 5.25. Total is equal to 105 as it was in the previous method. Now in this method we do not calculate the proportion, but we directly multiply this with the cost. Cost as it was 0.08 in the question for ordinary shares and 0.04, this was the cost for preference shares, and we calculated, this will be calculated same as in the previous method. It is equal to 0.04. It is equal to 0.048. We multiply these cost with the market value of the resources. It comes to market value into cost is equal to, this is market value into cost, it is equal to 5.04 and it is equal to 0.21 and it is equal to 1.26 and the bank loan 0.252. When we total it, it is equal to 6.762. Now this we calculate the weighted average cost of capital. Weighted average cost of capital is equal to this figure divided by this total, 6.626762 divided by 105. It is equal to, it comes equal to 0.0644 equal to 6.44% as it was. Now the weighted average capital, cost of capital, I may repeat it, that in the previous method, method number 1, this figure, this column was same, market values as are given in the example or question. Then we calculated the proportions. But in this method we do not calculate proportions but directly multiply by the costs. These costs are given, these two are the same because in case of ordinary shares there is no effect of, there is no relief of tax. And the same in the preference shares, there is no relief. So these remains the same, it is 8%, it is 4%. But in case of bonds, there is a relief of tax. So we reduce this cost by the effect of income tax, by the effect of corporate tax. Corporate tax is 20%. So we calculated these two costs by giving relief of 20% and these come to 4% and 4.8%. When we multiply these, this comes to 5.04, 0.21, 1.26, 0.256. When we total it, this comes to 6.762. To calculate the weighted average cost of capital, this total figure is divided by this total figure, and this comes to 0.0644, and it is equal to 6.44% as it was in the method number 1.